Elina Svitolina celebrated after beating Simona Halep in the final of the Italian Open on Sunday. CreditFilippo Monteforte / Agence France-Presse, Getty ImagesMay 2018 Rome. Elina Svitolina and Alexander Zverev could hardly be more convincing at the tour level. Svitolina, ranked 4th, defended her Italian Open title Sunday with a 6-0, 6-4 win over number 1 Simona Halep. The win improved her record in finals to 12-2, having won 8 in a row. It was her 6th consecutive win in matches against a WTA number 1, having beaten Halep twice, Angelique Kerber 3 times, and Serena Williams once. Svitolina dominated Halep in the final, especially in the first set, in which she dropped only 8 points. Zverev, ranked number 3 and also a defending champion here, carried a 13-match winning streak into the men's final after titles in Munich and Madrid. He appeared on the verge of stunning top-seeded Rafael Nadal, reeling off 9 of 11 games in the middle of the match before succumbing to a 6-1, 1-6, 6-3 defeat as Nadal became champion here for the 8th time and reclaimed the ATP No.1 ranking from Roger Federer. Both Svitolina and Zverev, however, have much still to prove in the sport's marquee moments. For Svitolina, 23, a Grand Slam title feels inevitable and perhaps overdue, but when the MC of the trophy ceremony suggested that she could repeat her success in Rome by making the final of the upcoming French Open, Svitolina gave a short, nervous laugh. "It's still so far," she said. "I try to take one match at a time, that's very important. In a Grand Slam, it's very tricky, so, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to enjoy Roland Garros on this high note." That trickiness has stopped Svitolina from replicating her tour successes on the sport's biggest stages. In 22 appearances at Grand Slam events, Svitolina has never advanced past the quarter-finals despite reaching that round 3 times. As Svitolina's ascent has made her contender, recent losses have been particularly wrenching. In the French Open quarter-finals last year, Svitolina led Halep by 6-3, 5-1 before losing 5 straight games and then the match, 3-6, 7-6, 6-0. At the United States Open last year, Svitolina led Madison Keys by a break at 4-3 in the 3rd set before dropping the last 3 games of the match. At the Australian Open in January, a hip injury contributed to her lopsided quarter-final loss to unseeded Elise Mertens. Andrew Bettles, Svitolina's coach, said he believed she was ready to win a major title, but wanted to focus on incremental goals. "She's got to get to a semi-final first, and then we'll see where it goes," Bettles said. Though she did not want to comment specifically on Svitolina's struggles to break through on the biggest stages, Halep acknowledged that the pressure at Grand Slam events was far greater, because of the greater history, larger crowds, and the extra day to think between matches. "We cannot compare a normal tournament with a Grand Slam, but we should treat all the same," Halep said. "With experience, I think you get there and you treat it like a normal tournament." Alexander Zverev may have lost to Rafael Nadal in the final of the Italian Open on Sunday, but count Nadal among those convinced Zverev is destined for Grand Slam success. "We're going to do one thing: if he's not playing well in Grand Slams in the next 2 years, you can come back to me and tell me you don't know anything about tennis," Nadal told a reporter. Credit Gregorio Borgia / Associated Press. Halep herself has struggled with a different sort of consistency. Though a top player, Halep has been on the wrong side of many lopsided matches. Within the last year, she has lost 12 sets by either 6-0 or 6-1. There were 2 such sets in the men's final, during which momentum swung repeatedly. After Zverev broke Nadal's serve in the first game, Nadal responded by reeling off 6 straight games to win the first set, 6-1, losing just 5 points against Zverev's serve. Zverev then responded by racing out to a 5-0 lead in the second set before winning it, 6-1. Zverev carried his advantage into the third set as well, gaining a 3-1 lead. Then came a divine intervention for Nadal, the first of two rain delays. Nadal won one game between the delays, then all four following the second, to complete the victory. Zverev, 21, ruled the decisive change in momentum. "Next time, I have to find a way to come out better after the rain and play better tennis," Zverev said. "He came out way faster and played much more aggressive than I did." Like Svitolina, Zverev has accomplished multitudes at the tour level. He has won 8 titles, 3 of them Masters titles. He has beaten Roger Federer on grass and had several narrow defeats against Nadal. This year, he's reached the final of 3 of the 5 Masters tournaments, helping him to earn more ranking points than any player on tour this year so far. At Grand Slam events, however, his results have fallen short. In 11 Grand Slam events, he has only reached the 4th round once, at Wimbledon last year. He is 0-7 against top 50 players at Grand Slam events. Despite the hurdle, Zverev said little would change in his approach at the next major. "I'll try to play the same way over a longer period of time, which it will be in Paris," he said, "and we'll see." Nadal echoed Zverev's philosophy, and expressed complete confidence in his major breakthrough being inevitable. "Tennis is tennis," Nadal said. "In Grand Slams, or Masters 1000s, or any event, when you are able to win Masters 1000s, when you are able to compete well in all the events that he did already." It's true that he did not have great results in a Grand Slam yet, because it didn't happen. It was all a coincidence. It was impossible to don't have a great result on Grand Slam when you have the level that he has. Nadal was more forceful when an Italian reporter suggested that Zverev might not be able to handle the best-of-5 format. "We're going to do one thing: if he's not playing well in Grand Slams in the next 2 years, you can come back to me and tell me you don't know anything about tennis," Nadal said. "I believe it's going to be a different story. That's my feeling. Tennis is tennis. Doesn't matter best of 3, best of 5, and playing best of 5 is a bigger advantage for the best players, and Sasha is one of the best players, so it's a big advantage for him."